Okay, we are with Ethan Shepard from Woodrow Wilson High School. Ethan has capped a pretty historic run as a tennis player here at Woodrow with a signing today with West Liberty. Kind of tell me what this feels like. I mean, I know tennis wasn't really on your radar to enter school, and now you're going to college to play tennis.
Well, I mean, even up until about my senior year, I'd never really even thought about playing college tennis. I didn't really think I was good enough. So it was kind of never in the cards until recently. So
Right.
it's all kind of came fast, but I'm enjoying it. I'm excited. Excited to play college tennis. Excited for college in general. So it's nice.
So when you entered high school, I mean, we've talked about this before. And when you entered high school, basketball was your thing. You were a basketball player. You'd worked hard to do basketball. You played tennis. What kind of turned you to take tennis with the same fervor that you took basketball?
Well, I mean, I played a bunch of out-of-state tournaments in the off season. You know, me and my dad traveling, just going and playing all those good players. It really ignited that work ethic, and I just had so much fun doing it that I just wanted to keep doing it.
I know when you get sometimes when you get in that kind of situation, you can be a little overwhelmed, because players are so good. But it didn't seem to affect you that way. It seemed like it made you want to drive harder. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, seeing good players can always be disheartening. You know, you see somebody so much better than you, you're like, I'm never gonna get there. But I
Right.
mean, at the same time, then you slowly start to get better, and you slowly start competing with these people you never thought you would get there, and it feels nice to realize, "Hey, I can do this too. I can play on that level as well."
Yeah. I know it's hard to imagine your development, but when you started playing tennis, I mean, did you ever dream that you would be to this point? Your accomplishments have been really impressive.
Um, of course, I always wanted to take it as far as I could go with it. I don't know if I thought it would get to this point. I didn't think I'd get as good as I was. Like I said, I thought wasn't going to play college tennis. I didn't think I was
Right.
good enough, and then I took that one more leap that I didn't think I could take. And I don't know. From here, maybe my growth is stagnant, but I hope not. Hopefully,
Right.
I keep taking those leaps. But I didn't really think I would get here to
Yeah.
this level.
Talk a little bit about your accomplishments. I know sometimes, the individual accomplishments are kind of hard to talk about, but I mean, you back-to-back runners-up in number one doubles, right? For the state of West Virginia, and your team goal or team accomplishment this year was a runner-up as far as the team goes. I mean, it's been over 60 years since that happens at Woodrow. Have you kind of even thought about that?
Yeah. Most people don't really care about tennis in West Virginia, so haven't really thought about it much. But when
Right.
I talk to people who do care about tennis, they're talking about how amazing of an accomplishment it is. So it's cool to have helped the team get there.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think anybody on the team, the coaches, the players, really thought we would get that far.
Right.
And we went out there and we beat teams that we had lost to previously in the season. And
Right.
we went out there, played hard matches, so it was kind of surprising. And then with the doubles, of course, it was hard to lose to the same team 2 times in a row, junior and senior year. But it was still nice to see I'm at this level to
Right.
play against these guys like that, and to get there each year is special.
You guys, you really had to battle in the team competition. It's because I know against George Washington, correct? You were down, what was it, 3-2, if I remember right, and it was you and Vince that had to kind of come through to win. And talk about your struggles during that, because you really had to battle through, didn't you?
Yeah. So I had played the guy I had played earlier in the season, and I had beat him pretty bad. I think I had beat him 8-1 the previous time we had played. And I was already struggling that day. I think I was down 3-2, and then I started to cramp in my left calf. And so I was cramping pretty bad. I had to ask the umpire for a medical break. And I started just kind of chugging Gatorades, trying to get the cramp to go away. And Rich, one of our coaches, came on court with this like salt shot that's supposed to help with cramps. And I looked at him, I was like, I'm gonna drink this. It tastes horrible. It tastes like straight vinegar. So I said, I'm gonna drink this, but I'm going to throw up probably. And so I drank it, and lo and behold, I had to run off court and throw up in the trash can. So that didn't really help because I had just thrown up everything I'd put in me to help with the
Right,
cramps.
right.
So medical break ended, and I was still cramping. So I mean, there were multiple points where I just like caught a cramp and just had to stop playing, or had to run through the cramps. And it wasn't just my left calf; everything started cramping after that. So it was a tough fight, tough match, emotional too. I was
Yeah.
struggling out there, but I mean, obviously, I ended up pulling it out, close one. I think it ended 8-5, and then even though went through all the struggles, had to go out there and go support Vince and watch him beat this guy. He'd played him multiple times throughout the season too. He had won one, lost two, I think. So we
Right.
knew it was going to be close. Went over there, supported him, and watched him pull it out for us. So
Do you think it's fair to say maybe that's your most satisfying match of high school?
it was definitely satisfying. I don't know if it was the most satisfying. If I had to say the most satisfying, it would probably be the singles match in this state tournament that I ended up losing ultimately against the eventual state champion. But I went 5-8 with him, and before the championship, that was the most games anybody had gotten off of him all year. So
Right.
that was satisfying to see I'm at that level and
Yeah.
I can compete with this guy who just won the state championship last year and
Yeah.
then ended up winning it again this year.
Now your finish as a singles was good enough to make all state, and you also made the all tournament team, correct?
Yeah.
You and Ron both made the all tournament, and you and Woodrow was the only team that had two on the all tournament team, which I think they only took 8. Is that right?
8.
So, I mean, talk about what it's been like to play with Ron. I mean, he's been a pretty dynamic player. You're a little more low key, kind of. Talk about what's it been like to play with him.
Rom's a character that he's been fun to play with. It's great to have played with somebody that good, you know.
Right.
I got lucky to have that good of a partner for my last 2 years of high school. Like you said, he's quite dynamic. He's loud. He likes to cheer, and he goes a little overboard sometimes, and I have to sit there and deal with it. But it was nice to play with him, of course.
Right.
Great teammate, great person.
You guys are kind of
Always
like the
fun to
yin
play
and
with.
yang a little bit, don't you? All right. One thing that kind of got me tickled a little bit is you said, you wanted to go away a little bit for college, but you didn't want to go too far. You stayed in West Virginia, but you probably went about as far as you could go going to West Liv. So kind of tell me what it was about West Liv.
Just the campus. I really like the campus. Most people would not like it. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere, if you ask most people.
Right.
But it's nice and compact, rural area.
Right.
And coach was nice. Like the school. It's got a good track record with sports.
Yeah.
Like I was telling him, their tennis program had a good history
Right.
before it got axed, which it's coming back, same coach and everything. So,
Okay.
you know, good history there, good environment. I like it up there. So
Okay. So you kind of can be part of history now and kind of rebuild this thing just a little bit. What do you think you need to work on to get better to next level?
I think I really need to work on my serves and my volleys. And the state championship, my volleys kind of broke down. I think it would have went a lot different had I converted on some
Right.
what most people would consider easy shots, just
Right.
because I couldn't volley that day. But and then serve wise, I think the whole state tournament I was kind of in my own head and struggling with my second serve, and I'd kind of just been tapping it in. So I think I need to work on those two things a lot this season to improve them to the college level.
All right. Well, congratulations. It's been quite a career for you.
Thank you.